There's whispers that Kamala Harris might have a drinking problem. There's whispers. And I'm hoping that if she gets elected, she does have a drinking problem, because that would be hilarious to have a drunk president. How great would that be?
Yeah.
I would love to have a drunk president.
And she strikes me as a happy drunk, right? She'd be very, she wouldn't be argumentative, but she'd be having a good time.
Probably.
Yeah.
I just love it. I mean, we have a senile president now. If we could go from senile into drunk, that'd be a comic's dream, a comedian's dream. I would love to have a drunk president.
Well, Churchill was known to be kind of a drunk.
There you go.
And he did all right.
Yeah, he did. That's the thing. He actually was able to function drunk. He was able to beat off the Nazis drunk, which doesn't say much for the Nazis. This little drunken British guy was holding them off. That doesn't say much for Hitler.
Imagine how much shorter the war could have been if he would have been sober.
He'd
shut that down in no time.
What's his name? They said was the drunk. Ulysses S. Grant when he was a general. And the famous story. Somebody went to Lincoln and said, "This guy's a drunk, General Grant." And Lincoln said, "Well, find out what he drinks. I want to send a case to my other generals because he's my best general." Right. so maybe if Churchill was sober, he wouldn't have been as good. Who knows? But yeah, I would love it. I'm hoping that Kamala, that would be great. You find out she's a fall down drunk and the way that she's talking to Lincoln's ghost when they're drunk. That would be hilarious because we need comedians need something.
Right.
I mean, we can't have some boring person who's good, like Obama was, effective, efficient. We don't want that.
Right. Late night tweets are the best. Late night drunken tweets.
You imagine how great that would be if she got on Twitter drunk? Oh, that would be hilarious. I mean, I would just, as a comedian, I need a drunk president. That would be awesome.
Now, Ed, do we know how that rumor started? Was there an incident, or is this just people talking?
Apparently, these whispers that nobody wants to go on record that she's throwing them down.
Where I heard it was on the Ed McGonigal Podcast,
which is the worst place to hear anything, because there was a bad rumor about Adam West about 10 minutes ago. So nothing but bad rumors on the McGonigal Podcast. Nothing but bad. I started a rumor that I was actually a good comic. You should have seen that. That was terrible when I started that rumor. But just keep your fingers crossed that Kamala was a drunk, because,
that'll be interesting.
Listen, you should get at Drunk Kamala now. You should get it and just start tweeting.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me, "What do you want? What do you care about, the country or your comedy?" My comedy.
Sure.
When the comedy's good, the country's good.
Yeah, there you go. I can't see the country. I can tell a few jokes. That I can do.
Comedy. Train.